Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Roman.
I'm Corbin.
I'm Kevin.
What up, y'all? So, how was y'all's Thanksgiving? Corbin, go.
I'm still recovering.
Still recovering from the amount of food you ate?
Well, you know what? You mentioned that. I found out I'm not young anymore and can't gorge on food without fucking up my digestive system. Dude, I had to take so many antacids and anti-gas medicine, and I mean, dude, not to be graphic, but dude, I was in pain, but I kept going, man, because we went to Texas Day, Brazil, so I had to eat all the steak I could get my hands on. And then my mom,
how was the heat and air conditioner in there?
Let me guess.
I wonder why you ask.
You've been
Man,
there?
That was a little hot though.
I installed the controls in the VAV boxes.
So as long as they work them, use them properly.
Somehow I got on the topic of HVAC controls with the waiter, and
you're like, what would you like to drink?
No,
How are your HVAC controls?
Yeah.
I know the guy.
What was cool about that was we got to eat everything on the menu like first before anybody else did. So they had like a tasting thing or whatever where it's just like, so that was like the first time they cooked there and we all got to eat it. It was pretty rad.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
So
that makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Of course, my mom got like a bunch of pies afterwards. So I was like, I can't tap out. So that was Thanksgiving night. And of course, before Thanksgiving, like the dinner, she also had like appetizers and everything. So I was already full when I went to friggin' Texas Day, Brazil. My dad's like, oh, let's get a beer. I got a beer. Oh, let's get a pitcher of lemonade. I got a pitcher of lemonade. Oh, let's get a cappuccino. I got a cappuccino. And it just was. But hey, it's okay. Because the next day we got up bright and early at like 7 o'clock, went to Dunkin' Donuts, got donuts there, went to the outlets. And this time I was already feeling it. I was like, nope, something's wrong. And we walked around, and we did quite a bit of shopping. It wasn't that bad
on
at the outlets.
Thanksgiving.
I thought it would be
on Thanksgiving or Black Friday.
Black Friday. So I'm continuing.
I'm gonna bring something up about Black Friday.
Okay.
So hold that thought.
I'm still recovering. My digestive system is finally starting to go. Well, we're done.
So okay, so that brings us. So Kevin, what did you do for Thanksgiving, or how?
Okay, so all right, I worked Wednesday, and then Thursday. Okay, we went to my aunt and uncle's house like we always do, but they moved to a new house, so it was just kind of different because it's not as big.
Yeah.
But so we did all that, and my sister was in town with her husband and my nephew, and then my cousin they have a kid now too, so there's two babies now. So my aunt's big on taking pictures. So cousin pictures, each individual family pictures, big pictures. So, I really, so we did all that, and then I only ate one plate of food just because I just didn't want to overeat.
Yeah.
And then pretty much that was pretty much it. And yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday, I went out to Suffolk to my buddy's house to grab some stuff from him and see him for a second. And then I did a little bit of Black Friday shopping, not very much, but only about like an hour.
That's not bad. So I got some things about Black Friday that I would definitely want to bring up from both past and present. But so it sounds like you had a pretty typical Thanksgiving though.
Yeah, and then we went bowling yesterday. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, we don't do. I was supposed to be somewhere today, but I got off work late. I just didn't feel like going, and my truck's it almost stranded me last night, which it's never done that before. Yeah. But I was able to get it started, so I was like,
don't want to tempt it.
Well, I mean, the thing's 15 years old and hasn't really had a whole lot of things done to it.
Yeah,
it's really done. It's really done me right. So, I think it's just time for about $1,000 worth of maintenance and
up fix. Well, so basically, Corbin, it's interesting because I asked him, or asked you, Corbin, but prior to Thanksgiving, what do you guys normally do for Thanksgiving? And you said something that I had never really ever heard someone say, in the fact that you go with your family Yeah, so you still with your family, but you go out to dinner on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We try and do it every other year because you do it one year and you go, I ain't doing this again. So the next year you go, cool, I'm doing it again. I'm going to go out. And then you feel guilty for not doing an actual Thanksgiving dinner. So next year you're doing it, and it's just a cycle. It's a cycle. So every other year, it's pretty much how it goes. And we didn't mean to start it like that, but it just seemed like, again, we felt guilty. Like, we didn't
It's not the
suffer.
Traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We didn't suffer, and oh my God, we have too many leftovers, and I hate you because you made, and this and that. We left and we went, no leftovers. Ah. That was this year, but next year it's going to be, I don't know. I like going out. Once I have kids and stuff, I'm sure that's going to change a little bit, but, I don't have a whole huge family here. So going out isn't, my family plus Ashton is 6 people.
Yeah.
And then, we got her side of the family, but they were doing their own thing. And really, it's just us 6. It's like, you don't do a full turkey for 6 people.
You do in my family. It's funny, though, because, I'm assuming, Kevin, you guys had turkey for...
Yeah, we had pretty much everything.
Yeah, like turkey, the normal fixings you would assume.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what we had, except for when it comes to Thanksgiving. What's one thing about Thanksgiving you don't like?
Leftovers.
That makes sense with your prior statement of going out to dinner. That does fit.
She I don't want to say force me, but any leftovers in general. It's like I make it a goal. So I'm like the anti-Kevin in this. I get something in front of me, I'm eating it. Even if I don't want to finish it, it's just like I don't want leftovers. I will fight the leftovers.
No, see, I am the polar opposite. I'm like, put as much on my plate so I have something to take home. So I can eat that. And then when I get home, about 2 hours later, I end up eating it.
See, I'm lucky because there's always leftovers. So I usually am the one that gets them because I'm the guy that lives by himself.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of all the... Well, okay, on my dad's side, I'm the youngest of all the grandkids.
Yeah.
By like 3 or 4 years. So it's like I'm the only boy on that side.
So like feed the young one.
Yeah. Well, that was today up there, and I can't remember where their property's at, but I just didn't feel like going up there, driving 2 hours. I love their place. I love them, but it's just like, man, I'm wiped after work. But on my mom's side, I'm the youngest, other than I have a Down syndrome cousin who's younger, but I'm on the younger scale, I guess. But yeah. I'm the one that lives by himself.
Yeah.
So I have my cousin now, but so I was always the one that got the leftovers. So it was just like, I don't have to cook for a whole week.
Yeah, the bachelor guy who doesn't live with their parents because they're 2.
Yeah. So it was like I would get the leftovers. I would get do you just want this pie? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Was before. They would give me the sodas that we didn't drink, the pie we didn't eat.
He brings dessert, a cooler with him.
So I don't bring a cooler. I bring a freezer bag. One of those cold bags.
Yeah.
Well, me and my mom, we keep a cold bag in our vehicles. All of us do, because you never know when you're going to go grocery shopping, and then you're like, I need to stop here after the grocery store, and when you're like, oh crap, I got cold stuff. So it's like, throw them in that cold bag. They stay pretty much cool for a while. So
I have the exact same thing.
Keep
in my car,
keep Tupperware in a cold bag in the truck.
I got safety waters too, just in case.
Yeah, but now I don't really do that anymore. We took stuff home yesterday, or Thursday, but I'm probably gonna let my cousin have most of that just because he doesn't like to cook very much.
Yeah. So, what's one of the things that you don't like about Thanksgiving, Kevin?
Just the having to go to too many places. There used to be days where we would have to go 2 or 3 places in one day.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's not that I don't want to. It's just like it's just not possible. Yeah. Then you have to eat at every place.
Yeah.
It's not like you mean it's different dinners.
Yeah, different Thanksgivings. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like basically it's like 3 or 4 full-blown Thanksgivings that you have to go to.
Yeah, and I tried to. We don't really do that anymore, but I tried to talk them into like, okay, this family do breakfast, this family do a lunch, and this family do a dinner part. But of course, their button heads was like, well, I want to do dinner. Well, I want to do dinner. It's just like, oh my God. So it's like,
okay,
it ended up being like one at like noon, one at 3, and one at like 6. And it was just like, by the time you got to 6, you're just like, I want to die.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I
don't
felt
want to
like.
disgrace anybody by not eating their food, but you're just like, I don't want to overeat and kill myself. So,
We'll see.
but now the thing is, we have to do stuff here and then somewhere out of town. It's just like, it's such a,
It's a hassle.
it's just kind of a nightmare. That's why I love the company I work for, because they give me Friday off. They give everybody Fridays off now after Thanksgiving, because it's just, there's no point even bothering having people come in. We'll have people on call, and that's it.
That's good though. That's cool.
Yeah. So I get 4 days, and I get paid for it because I work Monday.
Nice.
If I work Monday, I get paid.
All I could think of when you were telling me that story was, I know it's a little early, but I mean, well, it's actually Christmas movies and music are starting to come out. But in the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version, when they're shoving him full of fudge, and he's just like, no more fudge, and they just keep shoving it. That's all I can think of you going to the different places.
Yeah, I mean, and it would, because of course it was me where it'd be like, I'll just keep eating, but my mom would be like, don't eat too much. I'm like, you know,
but I wanna, but
I would always end up regret it when I got home, because it's just like I felt like garbage.
Yeah,
not because of what you're eating, because you ate too much.
Exactly. But it's funny though, because what's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving, Corbin?
For me, there's tradition. So I hate the leftover part, but like my mom always makes cinnamon rolls. We always do watch the parade. We complain about the parade every year, but we watch it. You know, it's like we watch it to complain about it, and then we switch to the other one. There's another parade that goes on at the same time.
So I feel like that's a very New Jersey thing to like watch it to complain about it. I feel like that's
we watch
such a
the
Jersey
dog
thing.
show and football. You know, we do that.
Yeah.
And then there's like, my mom always does like cinnamon rolls, and she makes her homemade hot chocolate. So there's the traditions part of it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
for
nice.
us, a tradition of the breakfast and the lunch. Again, the dinner is what changes. But like, you go to my parents' house in the morning. It's not just dinner, but it's the whole day thing for us.
So it kind of sounds like basically from the morning side to about 3 o'clock is sort of the same kind of general thing every year.
And usually from 1 to 3, everyone's on their own little recliner or seat.
Yeah,
past that.
Taking a cat nap. Nice.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty cool. Hey, so Kevin, what's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
Mainly just seeing family that I don't see. I mean, the problem is a lot of them are here. Like 95% of them are here, so I don't see them super often, but I see them often enough. But you know, I don't see them too much. So it's like seeing family, then definitely seeing my sister and her husband and
That's cool.
my nephew now. So
nice.
That kind of stuff, and just having time off.
Yeah, getting a little rest.
Having time off and not feeling bad about having it.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's pretty cool. It's funny because like me, my mom, my sister all live in the same city, and I see them 3 times a month, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good relationship. It's complete other side of Virginia Beach, and I got a almost 2-year-old, so it's hard to kind of travel. So I'm assuming, Corbin, so traditions for you would basically be, like you said, the kind of the breakfast through 3 o'clock-ish around there. So it's funny, every year we, like me, Helene, my mother and father-in-law, and now my grandparents-in-law, my wife's side, and Helene's brother and his wife, we all come down to North Carolina every year and get a beach house. Like, or her parents get the beach house, and we just show up and stay in it. But it's something that every year, like on Black Friday, it's something that they get, because on Black Friday you can get even house deals better if you order them out a year ahead. So like every Thanksgiving, we look through the different houses that will be up for next Thanksgiving to go and stay at. And they always make a turkey, and we always eat early. Like we have our Thanksgiving usually around 1 or 2 o'clock. at the
Wow.
latest.
That's
It's early.
I
It's
could
pretty
see
early.
like 2, 3 o'clock for us at the earliest because of dessert, but
No, but see, and the reason we eat early is we eat it, and then the evening when it's quote unquote dinner time, we just have leftovers of the turkey and all the sides and the pies because usually the first time through, no one has enough room to actually eat any of the pies or
yeah.
I think this year we had two different pies. We had a brownie pecan pie.
Ooh.
It was really good.
It was too
Uh,
good.
it was too good. But so you guys both stated earlier that you both did at least a little bit of Black Friday shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get anything? Did you get stuff for yourself, or did you get stuff for people? For
the
family members, or so you got stuff for you?
Absolutely.
Did you get like games?
Yeah, go ahead, Corbin. Go. Someone's. Go ahead.
Oh, I got a story, and yeah, no, I didn't. What I got, I had him, and he's over there. I can't grab him. I got a little stress doll again. Roman, if you remember
again?
when I went to Jersey, I got like a stress ball, like that big one that I had.
Was it like orange?
Yeah, I got that, and I was sitting there holding while she was buying gnomes. Okay,
More
she
gnomes?
was like, "Ooh, I'm going to start gnome tradition." Well, I got another stress doll yesterday. Or yeah, it was yesterday.
And you got that for Black Friday. You're like, my big purchase, stress ball.
Yeah, well,
wow.
because my money was still going out the door, but I wasn't buying anything.
That's.
Well, one of them, I will say. Sorry, I'm making sure.
I can't hear.
Somebody got a new diamond ring.
I can't wait for you to give it to me. Yeah, no, I didn't get no diamond.
No, but she knows. I mean, she's the one who picked it out with us, but it was like an anniversary type thing.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
So we got that. She got sunglasses. She got a jacket, and then we bought my sister and my brothers. Like they were about to go make a purchase, and we did the stealth card. You put it in the machine before they do, and haha, Merry Christmas. Now you're done.
You sniped the machine.
Yep. I do that and like, oh, Merry Christmas. I know exactly what you wanted because you picked it.
Yeah. And it's funny. I'm one of those types that if you give me a Christmas list of saying I want this, I'm pretty much gonna follow that list. And maybe some deviations, off the list after I've bought most of everything on your list. Like there's very few times where I go, I'm not gonna buy anything on the list and I'm gonna try to wing it. Because I look at it like if someone made a list, it's stuff they want. So I'm going to give them the stuff they want. And then I'll try to pack something else on the back end to be like, here's the surprise you didn't know you wanted. And typically I do pretty well. I do pretty well.
See, what I think happens nowadays is, back in the day where people would always come up with these awesome, thoughtful gifts, and it's just like, what? How did you know? Like, because people didn't have the disposable income, or they were very frugal or something, but they would say like, man, I really need a new bowling ball. They would say that almost like all year, but they would use theirs and wouldn't even intend on getting one. And somebody could get it for them. And it was like, oh my God, awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even think to get that. But nowadays it's like, I need a bowling ball. All right, I'm going to get a bowling ball. It's just like people buy stuff for themselves more, which isn't bad. Again, just helps the economy and all that. But it becomes hard, which is why gift cards are a lot more popular because it's like, I don't know what you bought or what you want that you already haven't bought. Like for me this year,
right.
Like people are asking me and I'm going, I actually have everything I want. Like I really can't think of like recently what I've been telling people is like little toys, stress dolls or whatever, random stuff. That's it. That will entertain me for a good week. I mean, I'm being dead serious though, because Ashton and I do that. It's like, what do I want? You know what? I want a new game. Okay, I'm going to go buy a new game. It's just like...
So it's funny. I'm the exact opposite because I don't have the expendable income because stay-at-home dad. So I can't go spend without going, hey, wifey, I want to buy this $60 game. And she goes, no. Or she was like, maybe for your birthday. I'm like, my birthday was 3 days ago, so I have to wait a whole year. Hooray! But it's funny because we woke up, I think it was Friday. Today, right? Is today Friday?
Nope.
Today's Saturday. So it was
Yep.
yesterday. We woke up yesterday, or I woke up to my wife going, what games do you want? And I was like, what? Because I made my Christmas list. I put one game on it, and then I put a bunch of clothes and some stuff that I actually need, not necessarily want. Well, I want and / need, but it's more of a need than want. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, and I know she already got me Modern Warfare because I got the email to pick it up from Walmart. So she's like, you know, you got it. Just go pick it up. Well, no, she was like, you're gonna pick it up. It's you're getting it. Whatever. I'm like, okay. But I woke up and
are you allowed to play it yet though?
No, I have to wait till Christmas. It's still a Christmas. If I open it early, it's not a Christmas gift. That's her thought of it, which is technically true, I guess. But I woke up and she was like, "What games do you want from GameStop?" I'm like, "You already got me my game. I'm fine. Just close." She's like, "No. It's buy 2 get 1 free." I'm like, "Okay, cool. So I'll take this game and this game and this game." And she was like, "Okay."
Rattling them off.
Well, no, and she started going like, she was like, "Okay, are you sure you want that one, not this one?" And like we just like back and forth, and I'm on my phone like looking up different games, and she's just like waiting for me to choose which game I wanted. So I'm gonna be heartbroken if she doesn't actually give them to me.
She
didn't actually buy them.
The whole time.
Yeah. I hope not. Or if I make her mad, and then she's like, you know what? I'm gonna return them. I'm like, oh no.
The only thing we did for that, like, oh my god, we got to get this because it's on sale, was stuff for our cruise. Like, Royal did some like Black Friday like specials on like drink packages and stuff. Yeah. That's about it. Everything else was on a whim.
And that's why we buy the house that we stay at every year on Black Friday, is because they give us we get like an extra 25% off of the cost, and they're like $1,700 a week. Most of these houses. So, if you can save 25% off $1,700, that's damn good. It's good amount of money.
I wanted you to be doing the math.
Oh, fine. No, hell no. I already have enough probability and statistics going through my head that I don't want to pass. But like every house,
that's kind of what we did with her ring. We walked in and we were just looking and we're like, it's 50% off of diamond rings. All right, here we go, I guess. That's what she did.
Yeah, no, but it's funny because like every house we get, we always get an elevator in the houses that we get. And the reason we get the elevator, one is because of the grandparents. They can't really go up and down the stairs. And carrying stuff up to the 4th floor on most of these houses makes you literally want to kill everyone you see. Like it sucks. So we always get one with elevators. Well, the one we got for an elevator this year, when you're going down, it's perfect. Sounds great. Doesn't make any noise. It's elevator. Going up, when you're going up, it sounds like the thing's trying to shake itself to death, and everything inside is loose, and like the whole thing kind of shakes. It's the most terrifying elevator I've ever been in my life. And it's like, if it stops between floors, call maintenance. I'm like, if this damn thing stops between these damn floors, I'm gonna crawl out. Like I'm gonna get out this damn thing.
You're gonna risk the Final Destination crap.
Yes. I even envision like if I'm falling to like jump out. Like.
Yeah, but like, man, it's like, oh yeah, I jumped out and my legs are gone.
Worth it. It's better than being trapped in that death trap. It's like lose my legs or die. I don't know. But so Kevin, what did you buy for Black Friday for yourself?
What I bought for Black Friday was, all right, so my buddy Josh always keeps up with like game sales and stuff all the time. So they had at GameStop, they had like a semi truck racing game that I needed at GameStop, and it was on sale for $20. Yeah, and over here and mainly over in European countries, they race semi trucks like competitively. Like look it up.
I've seen that.
They have like a couple thousand horsepower. They go about 100 some miles an hour.
Dude, they haul ass. I've seen it like on.
You don't have a trailer though, right?
No,
No.
That would even be funnier.
There's no bed.
So I picked that up, and then I looked at some other stuff at GameStop, and I was like, nah, some of the prices were just super weird.
Yeah.
Where like the definitive edition of something is cheaper than the original version. I just don't understand what GameStop's doing. But so I went over to Best Buy because I was parked like in the middle of the Greenbrier parking lot. I was like, I'll just walk over to Best Buy then. So I go over to Best Buy and I get a new like a massive Wi-Fi extender, like a mesh, what they call a mesh system or whatever.
Yeah.
Upstairs, so I can get better signal upstairs for the new
router.
For the now gen, because the router's in the living room and all my current gen stuff's upstairs.
Upstairs.
So
and the distance is far.
Well, upstairs. That way.
Yeah.
And then let's see. So I picked up Shenmue 1 and 2 for Xbox for $15. Some USB sticks, and then today I picked up some of those PS1 game coasters.
Yeah.
They have like coasters that look like the game cases. It's pretty rad. Yeah. And then they had a WRC 7 on Xbox One for like $8, and it's originally like $35. They said it was on discount, and they were like, "Yeah, this is kind of a weird one, but it's on discount." I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it for $8." It like just came out. I was like, "Okay, well, yeah, I'll take it for $8." So that's pretty much all I bought. Because that Wi-Fi extender was on sale for like $100. It's usually like $150, $200.
Yeah, we have to have one at our house because where the router is to where everything else in the house, it's if without the extender on the other side of the house, you get nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
That's pretty bad.
So when with the extender, basically we have them on both sides of the house.
Yeah.
So it covers the whole house.
Yeah, this Nighthawk or whatever does like 10,000 square feet.
Nice. That's good.
So
that's a badass name too, man. Yeah. I got my Nighthawk installed.
I know, right? No, it's like it's like a sniper rifle.
Makes it
Wi-Fi extender.
I think it's a Netgear Nighthawk mesh system, something like that. Because my buddy Tommy works up there, and I went to him and I was like, "Is this a good one?" He's like, "No, get that one over there." He was like, "Well, it's on super sale. It's pretty much the same price." I was like, "All right,
super sale."
Well, he was like, "It's super on sale, and it was the same price as like the little crappy poo-poo ones you plug in the wall." So I was like, "All right, I'll take the really expensive one then." So that's pretty much all I did. I wasn't planning on spending any money, but it's whatever.
That's what Black Friday's all about.
Well, no, because like I got stuff for Helene, that my wife, and like she was like, "I want this or that," and I was like, "Cool, both."
I'm about to say, both.
Ashton somehow miraculously forgot her sunglasses and needed to buy some Oakleys. I'm dead serious.
Okay, so your wife has the
forgot a jacket. So now she has a nice Columbia jacket because she forgot her jacket.
Your wife has the worst time with sunglasses. Okay, so for full disclosure, his wife, Kevin, we were at Water Country USA. She was riding a ride. They got knocked off her head. They were right by the basically into the landing pool. They fell straight down into the landing pool. So they wouldn't go get them because people were coming down. They had a damn a thunderstorm.
A thunderstorm
rolled in. It rolled in, but they basically it was one from the top, right? Because they have different like codes that once
flags, different flags. It was like her code black. We were in there with the code black.
Yes, and there's only one code more, which they basically would have to take us and put us into shelter because there's a tornado on top of us. And while we were there, in the little hut, because his family and him got a hut that we were kind of staying in, and cabana, yeah, I couldn't think of what it's called, sir.
And it was to the level where that level is literally all employees included. So we had a bunch of lifeguards, so we were real safe because they just came into our cabana.
Yeah, because it got to a point where even the lifeguards had to leave their stands. Well, his wife kind of just strolls out and goes all the way in the middle of the dang little block down, strolls all the way across the park to go see if she can get her dang glasses back in the middle of like the lock everything
They
down.
tried to stop her, but nope.
No, she's going to get her glasses, and she still never found them. She still didn't get them.
And guess how much those cost?
Too much.
Nope.
$10.
Polar opposite.
Oh.
$10
okay.
Walmart glasses, and she went
And she
in a
risked her
thunderstorm.
life. I mean, it was raining, but she risked her life.
No, there was
that.
lightning. There was lightning.
Yeah.
They had the lifeguards leave their stands because of lightning, and she strolled through the middle of the park to go get some $10 glasses. Insane.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow.
Now she knows to take care of those puppies because they are a little bit more than $10 now.
no,
So
those are
like,
the ones. Those are the ones you
son
don't
of a bitch,
take.
you do the same thing.
You don't take those ones. You don't take the expensive pair of Oakleys to a water park. You take the cheap ones.
Before I started wearing all glasses, I wouldn't even take them out of the friggin' car.
No.
Even going to your house, I would leave them in the car and bring out my Walmart ones for the pool. Because I wouldn't even risk them.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I actually got like the head strap because my sunglasses are prescription because I am blind as a bat.
That's what I have, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, if I lose these, and they're Ray-Bans, so and I got them with prescription, so they're not cheap. And I'm like, I only take them out of the car on like special occasions, and they're the only sunglasses I can wear because I'm blind. So I had to take them to the dang water park, and I got the head strap to keep them on my head.
Yeah.
I'm not losing those things. But so, do you guys have any?
Anyway,
She
forgot that stuff.
Yeah, and then she got new stuff. Man, I should lose stuff around you and let you buy me stuff.
Hey, I forgot. I lost my computer. I can't find it.
I need a new laptop, Corbin. He's like, okay, go buy one. So, has there anything that's happened in your lifetime at a Thanksgiving, interesting or insane? Because I got one. Any wild stories from your holidays past?
Not. Go ahead.
I don't think so. I can't think of anything. We're usually pretty low key, man. We don't really, we all get along.
Go bananas. So, when I lived in South Carolina, we used to go to our church that we went to always had like a big kind of blowout lunch thing for Thanksgiving. Basically, we'd all go there for the lunchtime, eat food, then go, do your own thing that evening. And we did that for a couple of years. And some people did it, some people didn't. But there was one year that they always deep fried a turkey. So they actually had like the outdoor big.
I already know this is going now.
Yeah. So if you take a frozen turkey, stick it in.
Put it in the hot oil.
Hot oil. The damn thing explodes. Shooting hot oil and flames everywhere.
And that's why Roman had to move.
And that's why I can't go to that church premise anymore. No, but it was funny because like the way it happened is basically I'm from like a super small town in South Carolina where like the lady who handed the husband or was the husband's wife was at the car, which was a old pickup, and was yelling to her man Bobby, "Hey Bobby, is that turkey frozen?" "Yeah!" Splash, boom. Flames fire everywhere, and the grass caught fire, and
Yikes.
it was insane, and it was luckily there's like a carport that was at the church where the older folks could pull up, get out their car, and then someone go park their car for them so they didn't get wet.
Yeah.
And they were going to cook all the turkeys under that basically the drive-through area. And they luckily told him, like, no, take it over into the field some to get it away from the building because it's attached to the building. Yeah. And the way the flames shot up, it definitely would have caught that building on fire.
Yep.
Like, definitely would have caught that building
Every
on fire.
year they do those safety, like the firemen will do demonstrations of that exact thing.
Yes.
But not to do.
This is in the sticks of South Carolina. One, they don't know what the internet is.
or
Two,
TV.
if they got cable, they highfalutin. Okay. Like, I knew a guy who still had a turn knob TV, like a TV, until they went digital and basically all but wiped his TV out. And then there's a couple there's other boosters and things he could still get to make his TV work, but he's not a techie no. So he had to go. He went and got the dang on internets and the TV. But yeah, so that was really the only thing that ever happened at a Thanksgiving event, and it had nothing to do with anyone in my family. Like, basically, I was playing football in the field with like the bunch of the other kids, and then I just saw people running and screaming in flames.
The way you made it just sound is that people were on fire. People running around in flames.
Well, no, but it's very shocking because people are just kind of like sitting around, like they had hay bales and stuff for people to sit on, and just when you have flames and hay bales, it's not a good idea. They usually don't mesh well. None of the hay bales caught fire, but the grass caught fire, and like seeing all the hillbilly guys going out there and stomping out the fire was precious. Like, my dad was like, "You gonna help?" I'm like, "No." Like, that's fire.
I got my camcorder out.
No, I was like, I'm just gonna toss this football over here, away from the fire. Like, yeah, someone ended up getting a hose.
I need to run any farther.
No, it was nuts. But that's really the only thing that ever happened to me. There were a couple times where on Black Friday, or it was Thursday night going into Black Friday, that me and a couple of my friends would ride around and see all the people lined up like outside of like a Target or a Best Buy. Yep. And I've seen a couple people like kind of getting shoving matches like in the line. It's like 10 o'clock. You got 2 hours. Like, chill out, guys. Like, and
I saw or Jason Ashton's brother showed me that there was like a Craigslist post for someone who will wait in line for you, and he was like, "I'm a 300-pound former criminal."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I might have taken him up on that. I just would be afraid to give me my money back.
$8.50 an hour.
He was like $8.50 an hour.
$8.50 an hour.
Don't worry, no one's gonna mess with me.
Yeah, he's like
probably right though.
I'm a 6 foot something, 300-pound dude. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me.
Oh, like, he's right though.
But I wouldn't be able to mess with him if he just says, "You know what? I'm keeping your money."
That's true. I'd be like, you didn't sign no contract. I'm like, damn, I didn't.
I didn't. No. But Black Friday, man. I mean, yesterday was so when we got there, because I didn't realize how early we got to the outlet.
So wait. First off, both of you actually went out and shopped on Black Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Only because I was out already.
Okay. So basically, you went out not having the intention to necessarily go Black Friday shopping, and then you end up doing that. And then Corbin, you were out eating, and you were just in the area. We went, you went to go shop.
We went to the intention of walking around the outlets. So that means yes, we were going, but we weren't going for a specific I got to go to the Crocs store and get some new this, or I got to go to Coach and get a new purse. And nothing like that.
So it's like you come across something, you'd buy it.
Yeah.
But not for not to the extent of like people standing outside the Best Buy at 11:30. I'm gonna have to run to that 72-inch TV.
My whole life. I'm like, you know what? The stuff that they're buying, yes, it's on sale, but is it worth that? But see, some people enjoy that. They actually do it that's like a tradition for them. There's families out there where they have a late Thanksgiving dinner, so they know they're up. They have their dessert, and then they pretty much go where they're planning on going.
See, that's
a tradition.
Like, that just sounds like a nightmare to me. Like, my
parents did that when Black Friday was actually nothing started early and nothing started later. You had to get there at you had to be there when the doors opened.
Yeah.
And that was it. And the sale lasted until 7 o'clock in the morning, and it was done.
The Tickle Me Elmo, when it came out, it sold out in 12 minutes.
Yes, I remember
Yeah,
that.
you haven't really heard about that a lot lately in the past
No.
many years.
And
Something that's that big of a deal.
And it's actually, that was something I was kind of gonna bring up, is the fact that, you know, you had something like that where it was crazy. Like, it made the news where people were like, this thing is selling out, and like, and it absolutely was, and like trying to get one, and there was parents trying to like get them like on the black market, which would now be like eBay, but back then there wasn't really an eBay, you know, not to the extent of what it is now. So it's like, you know, you would have to buy it from some dude named Chuck out the trunk of his car or at a parking garage, you know,
and then you would disappear.
Yeah, and you would pay like 3,000% on what the actual cost was, because you had to have it.
That's
and you
the
weren't
movie
getting it.
Jingle All the Way right there.
And that's what I was going to say. Is get to the chopper, you know?
It's turbo time.
Turbo time.
Turbo time. That's it,
dude. I got.
I'm telling my kids this guy's Iron Man.
You kind of look. That's kind of what he is. Like, he's like a an early version of
Absolutely.
it.
All right. But, anyway.
So anywho, but yeah, so you don't really see anything like that. Now, why is that? Why would that be?
Because kids' attention spans are terrible these days.
Now, is it the attention span, or the fact that the way that shopping is kind of morphed online to where you can basically buy anything on Amazon, because Amazon has virtually everything. But no, but even like it used to be back in the day where there was Cyber Monday, and then there was Black Friday. Black Friday was everything where you actually had to. Usually, it was like, we're having 75% on sale in store. So you had to go to store to buy it. Where now it's like,
or you have buster deals.
Well, you have like GameStop, for instance, had Black Friday sales, and then they go, our Black Friday sales, they start Friday and they end Monday. I'm like, okay, so now you're just rolling through to Cyber Monday. Like, Cyber Monday has kind of become a thing of the past, because most stores have.
But it's exactly what what you said about like Cyber Monday and Amazon and all that. Even GameStop. I can't remember the last time I bought a video game from GameStop.
Like going into a GameStop?
Going in, or even buying it on their site. Like, I just go straight to the store. So those stores, again, the profession I'm in, like, I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to gather as much people as possible. So the people that are sitting there going, crap, you know what? Okay, I'm going to get this game. And another reason why you don't hear about any stories like Tickle Me Elmo is because they sold out so quick. Imagine if they didn't, how much more money they would have made. Imagine if they sold out in 24 minutes because they had double the stock.
Well, see, and that was going to be one of those things
that
producing.
Do
they produce more? Do they produce more?
And they go, cool, now we're going to get all of that money. And that's a smart move. It really is. But that's why you don't hear those stories anymore. Plus, they also don't want Tickle Me Elmo to happen again because of the stories of someone got killed.
No, but that still happens though. Like, but here's the thing with that though, right? If you have an item like a Tickle Me Elmo, like a Tickle Me Elmo 2020, like say that was coming out this come up year, the one benefit that the Tickle Me Elmo from the past had was there was a lot of hype behind the toy, because the demand for it was so high, because the amount that they were selling was so low.
And it made noise.
You tickle. I actually have an original one at the house that Westlyn plays with, and she doesn't tickle it. She just kind of holds it. But it's, the demand for it was so high, and they produced a lower amount. Is it the fact that manufacturing's gotten easier nowadays, that they can produce things at a lesser cost, so they can have an abundance of things, so you don't have like the new, like, have you ever heard of a game selling out in the last 5 years?
Mm-mm. Well,
no.
Other than like the Switch,
but that's the device,
Nintendo
though.
Things.
But that's the actual device itself.
Oh, because you can download. You can never run out. You download games for the majority of the part.
Well, but even if you just buy hard copies, they always have hard copies, and that's partly because you can also download straight off of the PlayStation networks, the Xbox network.
There's no reason to not download anymore because now you don't have to worry about carrying the disc and you can play your game.
Except for
somebody else's.
You can buy used copies of games and pay a lesser price
Of
over
course.
the digital. The digital copy, if you notice, never goes down really. Like you can't have a used digital copy. There is no used digital copy.
No, there's no used digital copy. But I see stuff on sale all the time on the Xbox store.
Yeah, but they also go down on the hard copy too. Because you can actually buy stuff off of the like PlayStation Network. You can buy like headphones and stuff, and they send them to you.
Yeah,
because it's turned into basically another store now. It would be when it comes to like game manufacturing and even movie manufacturing, right? The hard disk is something that probably won't go away, at least for a while, because people still like to be able to watch and play something that's not connected to the internet. And if you have a Blu-ray, you'd be able to play it. But with stuff like Netflix and digital copies, it's hard copy. They don't have to make as many.
So I mean that's why I don't think you see the hype, because or maybe I just don't pay attention. I mean, you have a kid, so maybe you look at like you're looking for toys for her, and you might notice some stuff like they want this half unicorn, half person thing, and everybody wants it, and this and I don't look at that because adult stuff. Everyone wants such different variety. Like I'm not gonna want the same stuff like my neighbor wants. Like there's no fad with adults.
But there's also, when it comes to like a kid's toy, especially nowadays, there's so many different versions of the kid's toy. Like if you look, there's there's 900 different types of Barbies. There's 900 different types of G.I. Joes. There's different versions of different things. Where when we were growing up, there was like 4.
Yeah.
It's like very, very, very few types of, I guess, versions of products. I don't know. Like PlayStations and Xboxes, right? There's different. You can have different memories. You can have, the Pro, or you can have just the regular Xbox. But they're all virtually the exact same thing.
Has every single Xbox ever made.
Or you like Kevin had every system.
Hey, different experience on everything, man.
I do what I gotta do.
So that kind of like
awesome. Oh.
So, like Kevin, so you're a collector of games and game stuff.
Yes.
I guess. So a place like Video Game Heaven, right, which you've been to numerous times.
Yes.
All right. Do they also have Black Friday sales?
Yes. I think they're still going on right now, as a matter of fact.
So it basically they kind of follow this. Most stores, I would assume, follow the like start on Friday, probably end on either Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, because they were all closed on Thursday.
Yeah, for actual Thanksgiving itself.
Yes.
First of all, do they even have anything that you would want to buy? Like, I mean, how many games are you actively looking for right now?
I mean, I'm always looking for racing games I don't have.
Like, if you come across a racing game, you pretty much know almost immediately if you have it.
For the most part, I mean, I have a list. I have a list of what I have on my phone.
Yeah.
Just so in case there's something else I want, I'm like, do I have that yet or not? Or, if somebody's like, man, I wish I could find this game. I'm like, well, I got that game. Then I can sell it to them, and then. But not. I mean, there's nothing at this point. There's nothing really. I'm actually like actively looking to get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more just
when you come across something.
Yeah, if I go somewhere like, let me see if I have that or not, and if I want to buy it, I buy it. If I don't, I just don't.
And if you see something else, you're like, oh, you know what? I'll get it.
Sometimes it's kind of gone down a little bit lately, just because I just don't really want to anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so how? And just your estimation, how many games of any kind, like total games, would you say you have?
Currently, not ever owned.
Not ever owned, just currently. Like, And just a rough number. I'm assuming you probably have a pretty close count.
Probably a couple thousand.
Holy shit!
What?
I got like 30, like tops.
Yeah, let me check my.
You do not
count.
have like an Excel sheet inventory, do you?
I have a game app.
Oh shit!
Hey man, it's an investment.
I was actually.
I mean,
about to ask.
you are right though. You are right. It is an investment.
Like, are you doing this to actually to keep a collection, maybe pass down or whatever, or are you gonna possibly in a couple of years, 10 years, whatever, start to see if you can sell it?
Both.
Just kind of play it by ear until you get.
It's one of those things. If some guys are okay, I want to buy your whole collection for this amount of money. It's like some god amount about okay.
Yeah.
I'll be like, sure, absolutely. Write me a check. No
I'll take all your racing games for one.
Yeah,
$10,000.
I have a rough count of stuff. Well, just some stuff. Not well. This says I only have about 900 on here, but I know there's way more than that.
God dang.
I'll probably say about maybe 1,000 or something. Maybe that many. I'm not sure.
That's still a lot, though.
I haven't counted in a long time.
That's still a lot. Like
You play each game one day a year. It will still take you 2.5 years to play all of your games. You play one game a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Now, do you have multiple copies of stuff too? Like multiple versions of the same copy, or like we have a blue version and a red version, or kind of both.
All right.
Those
yeah,
have different Pokemon in it.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I have like certain like greatest hits copies are different than the original copy. There's upgraded versions. There's HD versions of stuff. I mean, I have like 20 some copies of just Bigfoot on NES just because I want to.
Honestly, that's a good enough reason for me. If you want it, I could do it. Whatever.
Yeah, like I pick up any copy of Gran Turismo 3 I can find that has the decoder in it. They came with little square decoders that if you looked at the certain page in the manual, you'd get like a code and then you could win like a car.
Oh shit!
But they're like, everybody throws that stuff away. So if I ever find one like that, it's only like $2 or $3. I was like, I'll buy that one, just so I can have I have a line of all these ones that have decoders in them.
That's pretty cool though, because I can say I've probably owned less than probably 60 games total.
It's probably more than you think. Like, are you talking about own right now, Roman, or all?
Ever.
You underestimate because I mean Nintendo and all that stuff.
I only had about 3 games on Super Nintendo, and I never had a Nintendo. We talked about that last time. I never owned one, so I never had one, and I only had about 3 games on Super Nintendo that I literally played to death. And I only had about 4 games on my Game Boy that I played to death.
You also never really did PC gaming that much.
No, I never did PC gaming. I never played WoW.
That's where I had a lot of games.
Matter of fact, all my PC gaming, I just go to Greg's house and play, whatever game he had. That wasn't WoW. WoW is the only game I could never get into. It takes too long to do anything. No.
It just we can get into that, but I stopped again because I got married.
Yeah, but no, but it's like
I was forced.
I like sports games. I like racing games. I don't currently own any because I have to be very selective of what I get because I don't make the money, so I gotta ask politely.
And for Kevin and I have that benefit. Like I have bought so many impulse games recently, and I actually get mad at myself. Like Assassin's Creed, like the 2 newest ones, and I've played all but like maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, but like you said last podcast, you'll play a game until like you're done with it.
Yeah,
you play it until you're done.
But I haven't even turned my Xbox on in like a month. But it's my busy season.
So. You want to hear the plight of my beginning of my Thanksgiving week real quick before we end?
Of course.
So the wife and family, they all left on last Sunday. and I was basically at home by myself, no dog, no nothing. So I was like, I'm gonna play so many video games, my head's gonna spin. It's gonna be great.
Didn't play a thing.
My PlayStation Network ran up on Sunday night.
What did what?
My PlayStation Network, my subscription to PlayStation
expired.
Network, it expired on Sunday, the day they left. You've never
was
seen
that a trial or
no. I get it. I get a yearly subscription, but I get it every around Thanksgiving, and it just so happened that it ran up on Sunday.
And she wouldn't let you renew it.
No. So the problem was on Monday, basically all the way up until about Wednesday, it was basically full price. It was like $60. Well, on Black Friday, it goes down to like 38 for the whole year. Mm-hmm. So, like, the thrifty side of me is like, why can wait until Wednesday and pay way less? Like, even if I have to pay 42 to 45, it's still a bunch less. It's usually like 65.
Taco
so
Bell
like
trip less.
Yeah, it's half of a Taco Bell trip for me. I buy a lot. Yeah. So, I sat there on Sunday and was just so devastated by the fact that I couldn't, like, because I was going to play, because I have to watch the baby all the time, when I play stuff like Battlefield, like I have Battlefield 5 is one of my favorite games right now, mainly because I'm a big history fan, and it's World War II. So they're like, I'm tired of the World War II video games. I'm like, bring them more. Like I love World War II era games. So I was like, I'm gonna play so much Battlefield 5, my hands are gonna hurt by Monday because I had to go down Monday, and I couldn't play. I couldn't play online, and the game I had it out sitting on my PlayStation. Like, when they leave, this is going on, and I'm done. I'm done for the day.
So you can't play that solo at all?
Stuff. That's Battlefield 5 is one of those games that I want to play online.
It doesn't have bots?
The problem is everywhere that's outside of the like campaign, you have to have internet access. Everything. And I was like, ugh. Like I was so downtrodden because I was like,
the good old internet.
Dude, that fucking internet. Like I was so like it's funny because that
that's
our
the
last
South
podcast,
Carolina in you.
Well, the last podcast, I was like, the internet, yay. I was like, Kevin made some good points, but yay, internet. And then, like, I was like, F you, internet. Like, I was so mad. I was so damn mad.
I mean, that's what I tell people. It's like, for anything, the internet is our best friend and our worst enemy.
God, I literally was like, couldn't it, if it would have ran out Monday night, I'd have been fine. PlayStation's at home. I didn't bring it with me. Great. Wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, exactly.
But Sunday night, like Sunday.
That's rough.
Come on!
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was so... let me rephrase that. I actually found out on Sunday. It ran out Sunday morning. So when I went to hop on, like, it literally, like, it was... And the way I found out was I was like, going up to my room to plug everything on, turn it on, let it roll, and I just so happened to check my email to see if I got anything from my teachers to see if class was canceled. Mm-hmm. And the first email I got was, your PlayStation Network subscription has expired. And I was upstairs at my house just yelling at my phone to go F itself. Like, I was so, like, I had like my drink in hand. Like, I was like, no! I guess I'll just go play something offline. And I played, like, I played it, but I was so, like, it beat me down so much that I was just like,
Nothing tastes the same.
Well, no, I was like, I played a little bit of Madden. I was like, I don't want to. There's a golf game because, like, for Kevin loves racing games. I love golf games. I will play a golf game to the end of days. That is like, if you put any golf game down in front of me, I have 3 apps on my phone that are all golf games. Like, I love golf.
It's not a game?
I think it might be, actually. But the problem is, I don't have a Nintendo, so there goes any Mario out the window.
Sorry.
Because Mario sticks to Nintendo platforms. So Kevin, since I get a question for you, since you're a collector of antiquities of the video nature, see what I did there? Has Nintendo ever made a game for a non-Nintendo device that you know of?
No way. There's no point.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Other than the phone games.
But see, are those ports? Or are those actually done by Nintendo?
No, they're done by. I guess they're done by Nintendo. No, there's actually like the Mario Run and the Mario Kart, whatever it is for the phone. I mean, they're new games. Now, granted, they're not good, but they're there.
They exist because I know there for a long time that was one of the knocks on Nintendo is the fact that there was no phone games whatsoever for Nintendo-based games. Like, I would love to play the original Mario like on my phone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they haven't. I'm pretty sure they haven't been on anything other than
Nintendo.
Well, no, I take that back. What is it? The Philips CDI had Nintendo games on it.
Really?
Yes, they had They had Mario. What was it? They had There was like 2 or 3 Zelda games and a Mario game. I think it was like Hotel Mario. What was the other ones? Yeah, Hotel Mario, and then like the Legends of Zelda: Wand of Gamelon, and then Faces of Evil. I think there was 3 of them. I think Faces of Evil, Wand of Gamelon, and Zelda's Adventure, and then Hotel Mario. So yes, there have been on, but that was like a joint thing between Philips and because that was around that time that they were going to make Sony and Nintendo were going to make the Nintendo PlayStation, but Nintendo did something stupid and went with Philips instead because they're dumb. And then
because the Philips CDI did terrible.
Well, it was not designed for video games.
Well, because that was the one that had the big like disc thing, right?
No, that's the Laser Active that had laser disc games.
That's right. Because those damn discs were huge.
Yeah, the Philips CDI just took CD games, but it looked like a dang VCR.
Because Philips CDI, that's Phil Hartman, I think, did the commercials for Philips CDI like way back in the day.
I'm not sure, but yeah, that's the only games I can think of that are like actual Nintendo titles.
And I'm pretty sure that's because Nintendo is they're very. I mean, we've talked about this before. They're very close guarded with it's their baby. Like, no touchy, no
absolutely.
touchy. Like they're very very hands off, and that kind of hurts them when they have, when their devices don't do well. Because I know, like the Switch is kind of pulled Nintendo out of the doldrums for most people who aren't up on video games. You know, because I know the the last thing they had before the Switch,
the Wii U.
The Wii U is actually pretty good, but it's the fact that they lost a lot of gamers to PlayStation and the Xbox.
Yeah,
because they didn't really do much for a while. That I can think of.
Well, they went from the Wii to the Wii U, and it still just wasn't the hardware just wasn't there for the Wii U.
Yeah.
It was just an upgraded Wii, so it really wasn't. I mean, the graphics were better, but not like PlayStation 4
better.
And Xbox One better.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of those, I think the knocks on what, for at least the Nintendos from basically the Wii U back, is they always seem to be behind the PlayStation and the Xbox. Now when it came to like the N64, they went, you know, the polygon was huge. You know, the kind of 3D look to the Xbox the Xbox 64, the N64. You know, that was like, I think the last
ruled for a little bit there.
Well that was, to me, that was their last like good console to me. Because the Wii was sort of that niche thing. Like literally, I played Wii Sports. That is it. That's it.
You didn't do the Wii Fitness and get those fitness board and.
No, because when I stood on the damn thing, it went, and I'm like, yeah, you ass. I was, it flinched when I stood on it, and then my avatar was like, blur. I'm like, well, I'm out. Like, no, I'm out. You suck, Nintendo. Like, it made me feel a little better.
I played the Zelda game, the Twilight. I think it was Twilight Princess on the Wii. I like that. I did that one.
I've never played.
I know.
Zelda.
I know. Because you hate them.
No, I didn't. I don't know. I just never did. But I think that'll do it for this podcast. Thanks, Kevin and Corbin, for taking time out of your lovely days to stop by and say what's up. Of course.
No problem.
And we'll catch you guys later.
Perfect.